We'd like to sincerely thank our Patreon supporters.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I am out here in hallway 2, sitting in front of Shrek and Sapphire's enclosures. I'm looking in to see where they're at. I see Sapphire's right in the front, and she's probably grumpy and covered in dirt. We had a really successful pairing with them a couple weeks back, almost a month, and she's been digging up her whole enclosure. I don't think the camera is showing it well. I don't want to stress her out by coming in, but I've been checking the enclosure twice a day with her by her water. She may be trying to cool off and get some water or be in that shade, so I'm not gonna chase her back to the hot side of her enclosure, but we'll come check. We'll see if she didn't lay eggs. That would be amazing. That would be babies from Sapphire and Onyx. But this video is about a new blackthroat monitor that is coming to Wolfe's World. You guys know my good friends Tyler and Betsy Lofton. They purchased a young male as a backup because his blackthroat Shrek was coming of age, and then he started fighting like a cancer, and Tyler did. If I could show you all the stuff he did to try and save this animal. He treated it like it was one of his children. Spent a lot of money, a lot of medical bills, a lot of effort, and in the end there was nothing to stop the progression. Like his animal Shrek literally broke down. It was very, very sad. He would show me pictures, and it was really hard to look at. It was horrible. And he had this young male as a backup. I'll call it a backup. That actually sounds horrible. But, you know, to start raising up knowing that he was going to lose Shrek. And he named it Shrek 2.0. We saw him in a video when we went and visited them in Kansas. And Shrek 2.0 is doing great. It's growing big. But Tyler's going to start focusing his efforts on the croc monitors, and that's where he wants to focus. So he's like, Jerry, do you want Shrek? And I said, absolutely. So that's all part of this shuffling of animals around, was to free up this large enclosure for a large male blackthroat. Frosty was in this enclosure before, and a large, I don't know if he's quite 6 foot, but he's pretty close to there. He's going to need a large enclosure like this. There's not a water tub in here right now. There's no sense in letting it get all dirty until the animal's here. I think we have 2 days. So one of the things we need to do before he gets here is move Diamond into the enclosure next to him. So Diamond's been going through something. She is insanely chunky. I've never seen blackthroats lay unfertilized before, but she's been digging. She's very hefty. Maybe she's in a cycle. Maybe it's something more than that, but I've never seen a blackthroat lay unfertilized, but she is quite robust. We're feeding tomorrow, so we'll see how she eats. She's almost walking out as if she wants food. So we need to move her into the enclosure right next to her, which is already set up for a female. It's where Pebbles came out of. And that will leave this enclosure empty. And that's fine. It can stay empty. We always need a spare backup enclosure. And so that's the plan. That enclosure will just stay empty for a while. And we'll have that pair together. So we'll have 2 nice adult, still young adult pairs of blackthroats on the property. So next clip, they're going to be at the house, and well, you know what, maybe I'll show you guys moving Diamond into the enclosure, but then the clip after that will be getting, I'm not going to call him 2.0, we're just going to call him Shrek. It just sounds too long. 2.0. It's clever, but I think we're just gonna, to us, he's the first Shrek, so we'll just call him Shrek here. Super cool, very exciting. I love blackthroats, so we'll get her moved, and it should be a good thing. So I recruited my help to move Diamond, but
I got distracted.
I got a little distracted by Kahlua. I don't blame you. I think Kahlua slows down progress being here in the front, because every time you walk by, Kahlua is just like, hey, pet me.
Yeah.
Same exact face I make when I'm getting a rub down.
Bless you.
Bless me. 2 of those. Okay, that's it. I think we got it out of the way. Here, you guys. She's not digging right now, but if you guys want to glance and see the lay box, like I said in the beginning of the video, Sapphire has been digging to lay those eggs. Oh gosh, this enclosure is so dug up. She's also, but she's either ready for a meal or she already laid. Let's see her put that air out. No, I think she still has eggs in her. But I'm not gonna stress her if she's about to lay and she wants food. Ooh, I don't know, maybe she did already lay. What I'll try to do is roll some chicken eggs in there in a little bit and see what her food reaction is. If it's strong, there's a good chance she already did. Because the blackthroats, you know, by looking at them, you're like, you should be able to tell if she laid a big clutch of eggs. They hide it. They're so robust. They hide it so much better than the water monitors. Usually when they lay, it is a giant question mark for me. She's only moving one enclosure over.
They're usually okay, like 1, 2, 3.
Just a little grump. She's gonna have a new boyfriend very, very soon.
Look at her belly.
Yeah, she might be ready for him right when he gets here.
Trim your plant, girl. Oh, okay.
The female blackthroats are not the males. Totally different personalities, right? It's so funny. She's smelling that lay box. She is curious about it. I'll get that lock on that door. All right, I think we're ready for Shrek. 2 more days, like I said, and he'll be here. So exciting. All right, guys, so the Loftons just pulled up. They're unloading their luggage and everything. They brought the lizards. The new male blackthroat is in that box, the top box.
Yep.
You're gonna see this in 2 different videos because we're separating. I think they're interesting enough. What we're gonna do this afternoon is just release them into their enclosures because they've been in these boxes for 2 days. And then tomorrow morning, we'll go and visit them and see how they're doing. All right, want me to help you over that? No? Why would you need me?
Baby.
All right, we're gonna go down the hallway, walking right past Onyx.
Onyx, you got some competition, buddy.
Get his water filling. Ooh, did I just hit your shoe? Good. Almost got myself in trouble. Make sure those don't end up in the enclosure.
All right.
All right.
Whoa. Hey, big man.
Looks good. Yeah, I don't blame you. That was a long ride. Gonna put them up on the shelf, maybe.
Yeah.
Grumpy.
Oh, that's okay. There you go.
Oh, wow. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
You're okay. You're okay.
He's mad.
You're
Yeah,
okay. You're okay.
Not happy about being in the box.
You're okay.
And being outside.
Now you see how smart Kagan is being. She's not just swatting the tail away. she's controlling the tail.
Let him.
So she doesn't get hit. Let him get his little stink out. And that's a lot coming out of a dark box and being thrown into the bright daylight.
There you go. Sniff around a little. Relax.
He's got a beautiful female in the enclosure right next to him. And we'll open the door tomorrow morning and he'll get to meet her. So we'll just get everything out and let him settle in. Kagan's gonna hold that tail till we get out of the way. All right, guys, we are walking down the hallway towards Shrek, and that's how the name is gonna stay. We're not gonna say 2.0 anymore. Towards Shrek, young Shrek. And we're gonna see if he's ready for a meal. If you guys remember in that last clip, he was not happy about all the natural UVs. Oh, he still seems not happy.
For all that scary hissing, he's not trying to bite.
No, he's not even trying to bite food.
Nope.
All bluff with these guys. Well, you better eat it because Diamond will come in here and eat your quail.
Yes, she will. Leave it there for a second and back off, see if he comes in.
We're gonna leave it there for him. We're gonna pull off a minute. She was just out this morning. She is currently in her hide box right now. She would not refuse that quail. I know that. And then let's go look at let's go glance at Sapphire. She's close to laying. She is very close. You guys see how large, but I think she might have a couple more days because I could see the weight coming off the tail. If you guys see on the side of her tail, it's no longer round. It's now indented. Her hips are starting to show, so those eggs are robbing any stored fat she has. I don't want to get her upset. You could see that big chunky belly she has right now. So she's close, and if I could show you in her lay box, she has a big tunnel that hooks back and goes underneath. I believe she's going to lay the eggs just about where she is, but deep down on the bottom. The lid went back on when we saw her digging so much because Pinky was looking down on her from the enclosure next door, and I think she needed a little more privacy to feel comfortable laying. So that's coming. It's coming very soon. I know Kagan who are you looking at?
Chickens.
Oh, the chickens. He still hasn't eaten his quail.
No.
And that's one of Charlie's babies. What are you guys doing? It's funny how they have turned this enclosure from top to bottom. They have caught every worm, cricket, everything out of here. She's doing such a good job for her baby. It's growing fast. Oh, Trace and Angus. Now Trace just laid, I don't know if I mentioned it in this video, but she laid 9 unfertilized eggs. And she's become very defensive of her enclosure to Angus. And but it's a good sign. She's of age to lay eggs. We'll see what happens next season if we can't get those two together.
Hey, Frank.
Oh, Frank. Don't relax too much and fall off the door.
Oh. So we also think Tequila is close to laying eggs.
You want to show?
Sure. Because she has been digging. She's sitting right there. She's got all these digs in her enclosure in that corner, and there, another one in the other enclosure. And her belly is so round. Yeah. Look at your belly, Tequila. Look at that tummy. Frank, you getting some love from Daddy? His stripes show up really well on camera. It's funny.
He's handsome. Kagan is going to see if she can't pull.
Oh, you're okay.
What was that?
That was
Sophia.
Sophia on the other side.
She's going to see if she can't pull Diamond out, but she may be too far back in that box, huh? There you go. All bluff. She puts her.
You want her in there with him?
Yeah, just put her halfway in the entrance, so she sees.
Go meet your new
She'll
man.
cruise in there. There we go. She's gonna go right up the shelf to him. Let's see if he takes his eyes off of us and looks at this pretty new female. Great size. He's just big enough to be bigger than her.
And he is fixated.
He's fixated on me. Why me? Do you remember me? Did I do something bad to you? Alright, she's strutting her stuff below him. He better take his eyes off of me.
Oh, we're gonna put him on the ground. We have to.
She may go right into his box. This is the grand finale. This is the moment we were all waiting for. And she's gonna slide right in the box. He's gonna sit there and stare at me. I was noticing his transfer box was full of that sandy dust from his enclosure, and he's coated in it. But he's gonna get a lot cleaner. Yep, she's like, whoop. She's going right in. She's actually, she's scenting. She's dragging her hindquarters. She's actually everting because she smells the white throats that were in there before. So she smells that another female was in there, so she's scent marking. Yep, Tyler wants to go in there and
Go for it. He's a big man.
Shrek. Yeah.
Ooh.
All right. I don't want him to lose his tail.
Yeah. I don't want him to hit his tail too many times.
Look at that. Look at that posture.
Andy's eye level.
That
Look at
is-
Alexander looking. He's like, what? Why would you do that to people?
It's got to be the sunlight.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just UV overload right there. That's exactly what people say happens to so many animals. He'll get used to it and he'll calm down.
Oh, she's coming out now.
And she's coming back out.
Diamond! You gonna come say hey to him? Tell him to calm down.
I feel like we could see his eyes if he took his eyes off of us. He's tongue flicking the board. We'll just come back. We'll come back. We'll probably come back and they'll both be laying on the shelf together. No need to rush this. All right, guys. It's been about a week and young Shrek is settling in. We are doing a feeding of, I know that looks like a hot mess. It's a bonita. It's a saltwater fish. It's a lesser tuna. And let's see, I see Diamond in there. Come on, girl. Kagan's gonna help out. He has been starting to learn. Well, that's weird that she's off food. She was voracious that last feeding. Oh yeah, so young Shrek is learning what the feeding is. He was starting to be a little defensive and shy at first, but now he has seen Diamond run right past him towards the tray of food. All right, sorry about that, guys. The GoPro battery died with 34% still in it. So as I was saying, he is learning what means feeding time and is starting to come out and be a little more social. He's still not quite what the other lizards are. I don't know what's going on with her. Did she eat after I left, or is she still
No,
being...
she's still figuring it out.
Yeah, they hate food on their face. So he's getting used to the sunlight and the new enclosure. That door's not normally closed. We just closed it to not confuse the eating. But you guys see his body shape right now. He's a little, I mean, he's actually a great body weight. Not heavy, nowhere near as heavy as Onyx, but still great body weight. But she, it seems like the males are always so much bigger. Wait till you guys see how big she is right now. So now I have never seen a female lay unfertilized. I don't know if they locked right away and she is gravid, but she's big. She's all of a sudden off food. I mean, she is real robust. And there's digs. There's digs all over her enclosure. There's 2 digs right there in that corner. So, you know, there's some little scratch in there, but I don't know if that's worm eating. That's a significant amount of digging, but I don't see a crazy amount in her lay box. Oh yes, I do, in that corner. So maybe she, just like the other female, maybe she's a little bit behind, is digging to want to lay eggs. I don't know what's going on. Maybe that's what it is. So we'll have to pay attention to that situation. For her to not want to eat is a big deal. Because last feeding, was it 3 days ago? She ran right past him for food. So that would be amazing. I mean, for that timing, Shrek would have had to got the job done day 1. Which, I don't know if that's possible, but it's possible. Well, we can't thank Tyler and his family enough. He is a beautiful animal. He is a handsome boy. We're more than happy to have him back. Like, he just froze because I walked in. Here, I'll come down to your level. You're good, dude. He's absolutely frozen because I was standing over him. I kneeled down. Now he's totally okay. But he's gonna do good here. We love him. And he's just gonna get more and more settled in, more used to us. Yeah, he's not sure about that camera and me. There's still plenty of good food there, buddy. And I know you've got room in your stomach. Yeah, she's about to walk past her tray. All right, guys. Apparently this is gonna unfold in the next couple weeks. If there is any more digging activity and it leads to something, obviously we'll share it with you. Otherwise, I'm sure good things in the future for this pair. Thanks for joining us. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, comment, and ring that notification bell. And we'll see you soon.
Hey, Shrek. We ready for an interaction? Are we ready to say hello? Yeah. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Hey, mister. You just needed a few days to settle in, huh? Wow. Look at the color on your arms. It's so pretty. Don't you turn around and give me that butt. I don't want that butt. Shrek. Come back. Come back. Come on. Come on. There you go. There you go.